Okay, good morning, students. Welcome to the financial accounting class of second semester. So, in the financial accounting subject of second semester, we have been learning the various depreciation methods followed by the business organizations. Under this, fixed installment method and written down value method, two methods have been completed. And in this class, we try to prepare an asset account by following two methods of depreciation, that is fixed installment method as well as written down value method. Okay, so today this written down value method will be completed. From Monday onwards we will start one more new method, third new method. Okay, please all of you take down the problem. Please all of you take down the problem. If an asset increase the size if an asset was purchased if an asset was purchased for rupees 50,000 for rupees 50,000 on 1st January 2008, what would be its book value? What would be its book value 3 years after 3 years after it was depreciated? Was depreciated according to the following methods.
Banner.
There is one straight line method, and written down value method. Written down value method. The rate of depreciation is 10% per annum. Show your answer by a tabular ledger account. Okay? So this is a problem. Please all of you take down this problem. Just the if an asset read out, you just observe carefully. If an asset was purchased for rupees 50,000 on 1st January 2008, what would be its book value 3 years after it was depreciated according to the following methods? 1. Straight line method, and 2. Written down value method. The rate of depreciation is 10% per annum. Show your answer by a tabular ledger account. Okay, so this is the problem. Here in this problem, you have to prepare the asset account. You have to prepare the asset account under two methods. Under two methods. One is straight line method as well as written down value method. Okay, same as we have done in the yesterday problem. Okay, so the asset was purchased on January 1st, 2008 for 50,000 rupees. Simple problem. Okay, what would be its book value after 3 years? If they provide depreciation according to straight line method and written down value method. The rate of depreciation is 10% per annum. Okay, so here first what is to be observed here regarding the financial year. Regarding the financial year, no information is given in this problem. Which year they are following, whether they are following the calendar year or financial year, it's not clear. So if no information is given regarding this particular thing, what I have told, we have to assume that the firm is following the calendar year. Firm is following the calendar year because no information is specifically mentioned. Therefore, next here we have to prepare the both the methods. We have to prepare under both methods. That is straight line method as well as written down value method. Under both methods, we have to calculate the asset value. and depreciation rate of depreciation is 10%. Okay, so solution, please write down the solution. Here machinery account, here. So side by side we have to prepare the thing. It's a date, particulars, straight line method. Fixed installment method or straight line method, same. Okay. Next, written down value method. Next, date, particulars, straight line method, written down value method. Okay. So this is called the tabular ledger account. That means in the same account we have to prepare the under two methods. So on which date they have purchased the machinery? On January 1st, 2008. That is 1/1/2008. On 1/1/2008 they have purchased machinery. Just review the size. Okay. So what is the entry when the machinery is purchased? To bank account. To bank account. What is the cost of machinery? What is the cost of machinery? 50,000 rupees. So cost, that is the purchase price or sale price, will not change. So 50,000. Whatever the method of depreciation, the sale price or purchase price will not change. So what he asked us to prepare, you are required to find out the value of book value of the machinery after 3 years. What is the value of machinery or book value of machinery after 3 years? That means you have to prepare machinery account or asset account for 3 years. Okay. So since the firm is following the calendar year, what is the closing date of books? 31/12/2008. So for 2008, that is the closing date. So by depreciation. By depreciation. First, straight line method. Under straight line method, what is the formula? Cost of machinery into percentage, 10% divided by 100. Okay. So how much it comes? 50,000, 10% means 5,000. Next, the same manner, written down value. No, in the first year, either on straight line method or on written down value method, no difference. Same. Depreciation will be same. The calculation of depreciation is same in the first year. Okay. So here also it is 5,000. As far as depreciation is concerned, in the first year there may not be any difference in the depreciation of the asset. From second year onwards, there may be difference in the depreciation. Okay, so no other machinery was purchased in the first year. Therefore, total 50,000, 50,000, 50,000 minus 5,000, 45,000. 45,000. That is by balance carried down. Same date 31/12/2008. Total 50,000. 50,000. Okay, so 1 year over. What is the book value at the end of first year? 45,000. Next, second year. Second year starting date 1/1/2009 to balance brought down. To balance brought down. How much? 45,000. 45,000. Same. So we have entered into second year. So in the from second year onwards, there may be difference in the depreciation because the calculations will change. Because under straight line method, same depreciation is provided, but as per written down value method, on the opening balance of the asset at the beginning of the year, on that balance, the depreciation will be calculated. Okay. So second year, no additional machinery was purchased, no machinery was sold in the second year. Therefore, 31/12/2009. The second year closing date is 31/12/2009. So 31/12/2009 by depreciation. So in the straight line method, for straight line method, you need not calculate again same amount. How much? 5,000. 5,000 will be the depreciation. Next, on written down value method, you may find the difference. So calculation will be different. So 45,000 into 10/100. 10/100. Because this is a calculation for written down value method only. Because written down value method, the depreciation is calculated on the opening balance of the machinery at the beginning of the year. At the beginning of the year. So on 45,000, 10% means 4,500. You just see the second year depreciation. Second year depreciation was 5,000 as per straight line method, but as per written down value method, it was only 4,500. That means here in this year there is a 500 difference in the depreciation. Why this 500 difference? Because the straight line method same fixed rate of depreciation will be credited. But in the written down value method, whatever the balance that is available at the beginning of the year, that on that value we calculate, we have calculated the depreciation, that is 45,000 into 10 by 100. So that's why it comes around 4,500. So now total 45,000, 45,000. Okay. So what is the balance? 45,000 minus 5,000. Under straight line method, balance is 40,000. Next, under written down value method, 45,000 minus 4,500. That is 40,500. That is the balance by balance carried down. Okay. So by balance carried down, that means at the end of the second year, the machine value was 40,000 as per straight line method, 40,500 as per written down value method. Okay. So here also you take the total 45,000, 45,000. Okay. 2 years completed. So what is the opening balance? 1/1/2010. Third year opening balance. 2 balance brought down. That is 40,000 under straight line method. Here it is 40,500. Okay. So 2 years completed. So what is the book value of the asset after 2 years? 40,000 under straight line method, 40,500 under written down value method. Why there is under written down value method the machinery value is more? Because in the written down value method the depreciation value declines every year. But in straight line method, the depreciation will be same in all years. That's why there will be a difference. Next, third year. So what is the closing date of third year? 31/12/2010. That is the closing date of third year. In the third year also no machine was purchased or no machine was sold. No purchase, no sale. Okay. So just by depreciation. Okay. So depreciation under straight line method. How much depreciation under straight line method? 5,000. Same. Straight line method, no difference. No fresh calculations necessary. Yearly 5,000. That's all. Next, as per written down value method, you have to calculate fresh. Afresh you have to calculate the depreciation. So how to calculate? The opening balance of the machinery at the beginning of the year. That is how much under written down value? 40,500 into 10 divided by 100. Okay, so this is the formula for calculating the. So whatever the opening balance of the asset at the beginning of the year, on that opening balance we have to calculate the depreciation. So 40,500 into 10 by 100. So how much it comes? 4,050. 4,050. You just see the third year here. As per straight line method, depreciation was 5,000. As per written down value method, depreciation was 4,050. That means how much difference? 950 rupees was the difference. Okay. So like this, the straight line method and written down value method will have different depreciations on the same asset. Why? Because in the, as per straight line method, we straight away or we credit the depreciation, same depreciation amount in all years. First year 5,000, second year 5,000, third year also 5,000. There is no decreasing or increasing trend in the depreciation. But as far as the depreciation under written down value method is concerned, under written down value method, the depreciation will decrease from year to year. We just see the first year how much depreciation? 5,000. Second year 4,500. Third year 4,050 rupees. Every year it is declining. So that's why it is known as a declining value method or written down value method or decreased uh, value method. Okay. So now total. How much total? You just see here. It is 40,000. It is 40,500. Same amounts. 40,000, 40,500 total. So what is the balance? 40,000 minus 5,000. How much it comes? 35,000. 40,000 minus 5,000, 35,000. Next, under written down value method, 40,500 minus 4,050. How much it comes? ఎంత వస్తుంది నాన్న? 36,460. Sorry, 450. Okay, ఇంతేనా? కరెక్టేనా? 0,050. Yes, okay. So this is the by balance carried down. So what is our question? You just see the problem. If an asset was purchased for 50,000 on 1st January 2008, what would be its book value 3 years after it was depreciated according to the following methods? 1. Straight line method and 2. Written down value method. The rate of depreciation is 10% per annum. Show your accounts by tabular ledger accounts. So we have prepared the machinery account for 3 years. This is the first year, this is second year, this is third year. So at the end of the third year, after completion of the 3 years, what is the book value of the asset? Under straight line method, it was 35,000. Under written down value method, it was 36,450. Okay, so the same value you just show the as an opening balance. 1/1/2011. 1/1/2011. 2. Balance brought down. Balance brought down 35,000. 40,500. So at the beginning of the fourth year, that means at the end of third year or at the beginning of the fourth year, whatever it may be, same values we are carrying, we are bringing down. The same values, whatever the value we have shown in the closing balance at the end of third year, or the here it is 36,000, 36,450. Sorry, 36,400. So at the end of 3 years, the value of machinery was 35,000 as per straight line method and 36,450 as per written down value method. So this is the way of, ఇక్కడ చూడండి మనకు ఈ ప్రాబ్లంలో మిషనరీ అకౌంట్ తయారు చేయమని కూడా ట్యాబులర్ లెడ్జర్ అకౌంట్ అన్నాడు. సో ట్యాబులర్ లెడ్జర్ అకౌంట్ మీన్స్ దిస్ ఇస్ ద ట్యాబులర్ లెడ్జర్ అకౌంట్. Side by side, straight line method and written down value method. Both methods we have followed. Okay, so in this way you have to prepare the machinery account. Make examination law already yesterday also I told you know, examination law straight line method lo gaani రిటర్న్ డౌన్ వాల్యూ మెథడ్లో కానీ ఈ రెండు మెథడ్స్లో ఒక మెథడ్ ఖచ్చితంగా వస్తుంది, ఒక మెథడ్ కంపల్సరీ వస్తుంది ఎగ్జామినేషన్లో ఈ యూనిట్ నుంచి ప్రాబ్లం. ఇక నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకొకటి టూ మోర్ మెథడ్స్ ఆర్ దేర్, సింకింగ్ ఫండ్ మెథడ్ అండ్ డిప్లేషన్ మెథడ్స్. ఆ రెండింటిలో ఒక ప్రాబ్లం రావచ్చు. అయితే ఒక్కోసారి ఏం చేస్తారంటే అందులో ఇవ్వకుండా ఈ రెండింటిలోనే ఒకటి స్ట్రైట్ లైన్ మెథడ్, ఒకటి రిటర్న్ డౌన్ వాల్యూ మెథడ్ అయినా ఇవ్వచ్చు ప్రాబ్లం ఎగ్జామినేషన్లో, చెప్పలేము. అయితే ఈ రెండు మెథడ్స్ బాగా కరెక్ట్గా మీరు ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చేయగలిగితే గినా, బాగా ప్రిపేర్ అయితే గినా ఖచ్చితంగా ఈ రెండింటిలో ఒకటైతే ఖచ్చితంగా ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది, ఒక ప్రాబ్లం అయితే ఖచ్చితంగా వస్తుంది. నెక్స్ట్ ఆ రెండింటిలో ఒక ప్రాబ్లము రావచ్చు. కాబట్టి నేను ఆల్రెడీ వర్కౌట్ చేసిన ప్రాబ్లమ్స్నే కొద్దిగా మాడిఫికేషన్ చేసుకొని కొత్త ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ క్రియేట్ చేసుకొని దాన్ని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ప్రాక్టీస్ మేక్స్ మ్యాన్ పర్ఫెక్ట్. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయకుండా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ రావు. ఏదో వినుకుంటా కూర్చుంటే మనకు అకౌంట్స్ ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే విన్నంతసేపు యు ఫీల్ ఈజీ, ఏముంది సార్ సింపుల్గా, చాలా సింపుల్ ప్రాబ్లం అనిపిస్తుంది. కానీ నువ్వు సొంతంగా స్టార్ట్ చేస్తే వర్కౌట్ చేయడం, దెన్ యూ విల్ హ్యావ్ వేరియస్ డౌట్స్, చాలా డౌట్లు వస్తాయి స్టార్ట్ చేశాక వర్కౌట్ ప్రాబ్లం మొదలు పెడితే. కాబట్టి unless you practice more problems at home, you cannot get the confidence of solving the problems independently in the examination. ఎందుకంటే ఎగ్జామినేషన్లో టైం బౌండ్ ఉంటుంది, మనకు లిమిటెడ్ టైం ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి ఆ లిమిటెడ్ టైంలో మనం ఎన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ రాయాలి, ఆ క్వశ్చన్కు టైం అనేది సెట్ చేసుకోవాలి, కేటాయించుకొని ఆ టైం లోపల ఆ ప్రాబ్లమ్ కానీ ఆ క్వశ్చన్ కానీ కంప్లీట్ చేసుకోవాలి. అలా కాకుండా మనం గంట సేపు ఒకటే ప్రాబ్లం చేసుకుంటూ కూర్చుంటే టైం వేస్ట్, అంతే తప్ప మనకు అడిషనల్ మార్క్స్ ఏం రావు. కాబట్టి మనకు ఎగ్జామినేషన్లో కరెక్ట్గా చేయగలగాలి, ఫాస్ట్గా చేయగలగాలి. అలాంటి వ్యక్తులకే ఎగ్జామినేషన్స్లో మంచి మార్కులు రావడానికి అవకాశం అనేది ఉంటుందన్నమాట. కాబట్టి ఖచ్చితంగా అందరూ కూడా లెక్కలు ఎంత ఎక్కువ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తే, చూడండి మీకు అకౌంటింగ్ సబ్జెక్ట్ అనేది మన కామర్స్ విద్యార్థులకు ఇట్స్ ఎ లైఫ్. అకౌంట్స్ ఎవరైతే బాగా చదువుకొని బేసిక్స్ కానీ అన్ని దానికి సంబంధించిన థియరిటికల్ బ్యాక్గ్రౌండ్ అన్నీ కూడా నాలెడ్జ్ బాగా ఇంప్రూవ్ చేసుకుంటే రేపు డిగ్రీ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత మనకు ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఎంప్లాయబుల్ స్కిల్స్ అనేవి మనకు వస్తాయి. ఇది థియరీ సబ్జెక్ట్ కాదు, ప్రతి ఒక్కటి కూడా ప్రాక్టికాలిటీ సబ్జెక్ట్ ఇది అకౌంట్స్ అనేది. కాబట్టి ఖచ్చితంగా ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ కూడా దయచేసి ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. ఎక్కువ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. మీరు చేసిన ప్రాబ్లమ్సే మరలా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయండి. నో ప్రాబ్లం. మనకు ఏ ప్రాబ్లం అయినా కానీ ప్రొసీజర్ ముఖ్యం కదా. మనకేంటి ప్రొసీజర్, ఎలా స్టార్ట్ చేయాలి, ఎలా ఎండ్ చేయాలి, ప్రొఫార్మాస్, ఇవన్నీ కూడా అన్నీ ముఖ్యమైనటువంటివి. మనకు ముఖ్యంగా అకౌంట్స్లో ప్రొఫార్మాలు అనేవి ప్రతిదానికి కూడా చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా మనం అబ్జర్వ్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది. ఓకే, సో కాబట్టి ప్రతి ఒక్కరూ ఈ 2 మెథడ్స్ బాగా వర్కౌట్ చేసుకోండి. సోమవారం నుంచి మనం ఇంకో మెథడ్లో డిప్రిషియేషన్ ఎలా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తారు అనేది మనము తెలుసుకుందాం. ఓకే, థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ ఫర్ జాయినింగ్ ది క్లాస్. జాయిన్ అయిన వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా
సార్ కాలేజ్ ఎప్పుడు సార్?
ఏం తెలీదు నాయనా. జాయిన్ అయిన వాళ్ళు అది ఎగ్జామ్ ఫీజుది మళ్ళా నోటిఫికేషన్ ఇస్తారంటలేనా?
ఓకే సార్.
కొద్దిగా టెక్నికల్ ప్రాబ్లం వచ్చింది, అందుకని. సో జాయిన్ అయిన వాళ్ళంతా నెంబర్ పోస్ట్ చేసి ఎగ్జిట్ అయిపోండి. అయినా కొంతమంది క్లాసు ముగించేటప్పుడు జాయిన్ అవుతున్నారు. నేను ఎన్నోసార్లు చెప్పాను, ప్లీజ్ డోంట్ డూ దాట్.